general nerdery.
So this show has really made me believe that Tuesdays are the days the trailers drop.
Yeah, because we're always behind
It's
because something
one
drops
day.
the next day. Yeah, absolutely.
Which, not to overdo that, because we complain about that a lot. It's not a big deal when we manage to get every week. Anytime we miss a week, though, is the time that they're going to drop like 15 trailers.
Mhm.
But luckily, not too much of a problem today.
Yeah, we missed like one.
I don't even know. I think we record. It doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Maybe a week. Anyways, welcome General Nerdery Trailers, Zach, Tyler, etc. I should really let you say your own name in
No,
these.
that's fine.
Just...
You got me. I'm the etc.
Okay. Yes, that's exactly where I was going with this. You are the etc. Tyler will just sit here quietly. Etc. and I will converse. We have 3 trailers today.
Yes.
Wide variety, because we have Captain America: Brave New World, we have Gladiator 2, and we have Time Bandits.
What order do we want to do?
Which kind of fits exactly in the middle of those two, now that I think about it. But let's just do order we did it in. So, Gladiator 2.
Maybe one of the most unnecessary sequels of all time.
They announced this movie like 15 years ago, I want to say. Like
It was a while ago. Yeah, we've known it's coming up.
And I kept being like, yeah, we'll see. I kept being like, well, what the fuck is the point if you're not bringing any of the original cast back, which most of them are dead, so, well, not act.
No, most of them are dead.
Yeah.
So when Ridley Scott hits on a historical epic, he really hits.
Yeah,
so, I'm going to watch it to see if he hits or misses.
Yeah, but hasn't he missed, quite a bit lately?
I think at this point he's missed more than he's hit. But that wasn't always the case.
The Last Duel was supposed to be really bad.
Oh, I thought that one was supposed to be really good, and it was Napoleon that kind of fell apart.
Napoleon was also supposed to be pretty bad. I don't know. I've not seen either of them, so I'm actually just talking completely out of my ass.
The biggest problem with this is that it seems pretty unnecessary, like the second 300. But guess what? The second 300, I did finally get around to watching at one point, and it was kind of fun.
This bothers me less than the second 300. I mean, I don't think they should have called it Gladiator 2.
Yeah.
But, okay, Ridley Scott wanted to do another Rome movie. Cool. I fucking loved Gladiator. I've probably not seen it in 20 years, but I remember being fucking baller, and,
if nothing else, we're going to get naval combat in the Colosseum, which that's going to be dope as shit.
We've got Pedro. We've got other big name actors whose name I immediately forgot.
People. Denzel's in it.
Denzel. Fucking fuck. Okay. Thank God I'm infamous for not knowing names on this podcast. I'm told the guy from Stranger Things is in it somewhere, but I don't really care.
And so, is it this time, instead of starting a general and becoming a gladiator, is it this time he's a gladiator and then they put the gladiators to work in a war and he actually became a hero of some renown?
I am not sure, because one is a trailer, so we automatically are not getting a lot of the story. And 2, as I said, I don't think I've seen Gladiator in 20 years. So some of the flashbacks, I'm not quite...
So I've seen Gladiator about 60 times.
So one of the characters is clearly a kid from Gladiator, and when I first saw it, I thought he was the,
If he's the kid from Gladiator, then he's lying in the trailer about not knowing where he came from. Because that kid was 11 or 12.
He was a princeling or something like that.
Yeah, basically.
Or the nephew of the emperor.
So I don't think it's the kid from Gladiator, but I think it's supposed to be a guy who was a kid during Gladiator and saw the Maximus fights.
The way the trailer was set up, it made me think he was the kid, but again, it's been a long time since I've seen it. Is that actress the woman from the original Gladiator? The one that, gives him a ring or something?
Oh, I didn't get a good look at her, but it kind of looked like her.
But again, it's been a long time. Denzel is clearly playing a very similar role to the guy who trains gladiators in the first one, except with more of a Machiavellian plan instead of a I want booze plan.
We don't see very much of Denzel. I hope he's putting on more of a character than what it kind of looks like from the trailer, because it kind of just looks like Denzel.
Yeah, it kind of looks like Denzel giving lines, and he's got gravitas, so like that's kind of okay. But everyone else seemed more committed to the bit than
than what we were
Denzel
shown.
did.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he's a great actor.
Oh,
so
sure.
like
Denzel
they might
throwing
have
it in
just
is still going to be better than a lot of people can do. But like,
right, but it kind of seemed like he was phoning it in, right?
yeah. Pedro looks like he's playing a general?
Yes.
I thought he was the emperor at first, but no, I think they have the two pasty dudes as like the royal family.
Yeah. The Polichettis look like they're the royal family.
Oh no. Oh, I'm not unseeing that. Oh god, I still need to watch Shoresy season 3.
Like I said, I don't think I'm gonna give it a shot in theaters unless I hear amazing word of mouth. Like, I'm prepared to go see it in the theater, but I'm not planning on it.
Yeah. I like a good sword and sandal movie, and if nothing else, this looks like a sword and sandal movie that's getting a real budget. So, solid shot there.
Plus, like, naval combat in the Coliseum is gonna be pretty
Yeah.
fucking dope.
Like, I think there will be, no matter what, there will be really cool moments. It is going to be really hard for them to live up to the first Gladiator.
I am Maximus Decimus Meridius.
Which was a masterpiece of cinema of its era. Like, one of the best. I remember being one of the best movies of its era, but again, I was in middle school, so.
No, I think it was. Pretty great movie.
Yeah, it's a fantastic movie.
Cap, Brave New World.
I feel like Marvel is definitely listening to the critiques. Whether it's hearing the critiques is hard to say. It looks more like Winter Soldier than any movie we've had since Winter Soldier.
I think that's almost my biggest issue with it is like I have nothing against fucking Falcap, but like I watched Falcon and Winter Soldier and Sebastian Stan is the more interesting actor and character.
Yeah, I always loved Bucky as Cap. Like, I don't know if you've ever read that run.
No.
But, part of it is, and again, I got Falcap is fine. I like him better as the Falcon, but I appreciate the like symbolic importance of Sam being Captain America.
I also think the Captain America Falcon suit's pretty baller.
It is extremely baller. Brubaker's Captain America run is my all-time favorite Captain America run, and that the Bucky Cap costume design is one of my favorite, like, redesigns while still making it work. So I don't know. Like, I recognize why Falcap is more important, but Bucky Cap's kind of my guy. The thing that I like feel kind of bad about is, as I said, they seem to be listening to critiques, but it's not going to matter because they're still going to get review bombed because they're still putting a black lead in a superhero movie, and good for them for sticking to their guns on that front.
Mm-hmm.
It just makes me feel bad for them, and especially Anthony Mackie, who is, again, a perfectly fine and charming actor. I don't think he deserves the amount of shit that I'm sure he's going to get for daring to be Captain America.
So the other, like, we got the recasting of Thaddeus Ross.
Well, the other guy died.
The other guy died, so you have to. And we see Red Hulk. Are they gonna make 75-year-old Harrison Ford Red Hulk?
So, okay, I mean, first off, I have a couple thoughts on this. One, as much as I enjoy, like, not recasting Chadwick Boseman, letting them have a movie about grief and letting them, like, let the cast work through some of their grief through that movie. Reminded once again that we are allowed to just recast people, and it's something that, like, modern movies seem weirdly, like, bothered by, being like, we can never, ever recast. You fucking can. Two, did they not have Harrison Ford grow a mustache because so they could have the, like, I'm still getting used to your new look joke? Or does Harrison Ford just be like, I'm not fucking doing
growing
that?
a mustache?
And then 3, like, it's weird to put that much effort into recasting Thunderbolt Ross. I know who Thunderbolt Ross is. You know who Thunderbolt Ross is. The vast majority of people might remember the character if you're like, yes, he was in the Avengers movies and the first Hulk movie that no one likes to talk about. Which is, it's not a good movie. It's not as bad as, like, it gets.
Right. It's not terrible, but.
And then, yeah. So, Red Hulk, I have trouble seeing Harrison Ford playing the Red Hulk. Mostly because I feel like he's just going to be like, I'm not gonna do that. Like, the amount of, like, weird, goofy shit you have to do to play a Hulk character. I'm admittedly, like, I collected all of the Red Hulk stuff, like, the big mystery when it first came out. And then when they revealed it was Thunderbolt Ross, I was disappointed, but also, like, looking back, I don't think they had a character they could have made Red Hulk be that wouldn't feel kind of a... Red Hulk is one of those things where the mystery was better than the end result. And I feel like Red Hulk struggled after the mystery was...
over with.
Answered?
Yeah.
And then they later introduced another Red Hulk, and I never even learned his name, and he lasted, like, a year.
Well, and that's the thing. So we know Giancarlo Esposito is going to be playing a villain, but we don't know who.
I was going to ask if we knew...
what's his name is showing back up from the other movie. You see the back of his head for a second, but the leader shows up, is back.
Oh yeah, leader's back,
and one of the gals is supposedly playing Sabra.
Yes, the creepy little girl. She's playing. This actually built a lot of, like, controversy around it because, okay, so if you do not know, Sabra is an Israeli superhero. Really, Israeli superpowered government agent is a more accurate description, but either way. Sabra has always been a very controversial character because, one, Israeli super character, two, she was explicitly anti-Muslim in several of her appearances. Because Bill Mantlo wanted to talk about the Israel-Palestine conflict, and it was 80s comics, so it had the solidity of a fucking brick. And then three, and this one I just found out, and I can't source this one. Apparently Sabra, the word has some kind of meaning of basically, like, Jews are better in Israel or something like that. Jews are more powerful in Israel. I read someone talking about this, so I'm risking a lot even just bringing it up without, like, deeper sourcing it. But apparently some non-Israeli Jews do not like that word. And then it was weird enough, like, risky enough to bring Sabra in, and then to rewrite her as a former Black Widow kind of has people being like, some people being mad that they rewrote another Jewish superhero, and other people being mad that they're including Sabra at all. So I feel like they kind of picked the worst of both worlds. I don't know. There's good actors in this movie. I am looking forward to it because, honestly, the Cap movies overall have had a pretty high batting rate.
Yeah.
The sheer amount of reshoots in this movie has me a little iffy. They reshot massive parts of this movie.
Giancarlo Esposito's entire part was added in a reshoot.
Yeah. Like, every movie has reshoots. Anytime they're like, they're going back to reshoots, we know it's going to be terrible.
That's fine. That's built in. Yeah.
They reshot, from what I understand, like 2/3 of this fucking film. And I think, like, basically all of Sam's Cap scenes, because he originally had I saw something about, like, a different Cap uniform that did not go over well.
If you're paying enough attention, he appears in, like, 3 different uniforms in this teaser alone. It's actually kind of wild. We do also get a very brief shot of the new Falcon.
Yeah, I was wondering if that was the new Falcon. I also just keep having this thing of like, okay, Thunderbolt Ross has become the president, which is wild to me, but we live in the kind of times where I no longer think that someone becoming president is that insane anymore. Anyone. But he's like, I want you to work with me. He's like, what if we disagree? I'm like, he's going to put you in jail, Sam. Like,
yeah.
You know exactly what happens when you disagree with him because it's happened several times. And his answer is, put them in jail. Like, Hulk, the entire, I guess, did they call them the Secret Avengers or the Underground, like either Cap's Avengers team?
Right. Yeah.
Like, your choice is super prison or being on the run.
Have fun. There's one other thing that they show a brief shot of, and it's it looks like the Eternals Island is finally coming back. The
big fucking hand.
Yeah. That they've sort of just ignored for a bit.
Yes, but I also kind of understand why. Like, where the fuck is that going to come up? I mean, they could have done a couple of, like, passing comments on it, but...
Right.
Where is that going to come up? It was... Scarlet Witch don't give a fuck about that. Like, I'm trying to think of what stuff can... You know, it's not going to be a big Miss Marvel thing. That actually would have been a good place to bring it up. She's enough of a fucking nerd that she could have been like, can I go
at
to
least
the
like
Island? Like,
yeah, basically. I agree that there's not in very many places where it could have organically popped in, but I also feel like a celestial almost coming out of the earth is a big enough deal that somebody should have been talking about it.
Yeah. Yeah, It's one of those things that, like, comics in the last couple of years, Marvel has actually, like, put some effort, actually, Marvel and DC both, into what is life like living in a superhero universe if you're just a normal person? Ranging from, like, someone whose brother just so happens to be a vampire and he just deals with the affliction kind of thing. Like, or like, oh, yeah, the giant celestial made us all be judged to see whether we're worthy to exist or not.
Right.
That but I still had to go to work the next day. Like,
that was one of my I mean, to go over to the distinguished competition, that was one of my favorite little details in Gotham Central was you learn that Gothamites have a term called Gotham City luck. And it's like, yeah, well, like my apartment was caught in the broadside of like a fucking Joker henchman riding his fucking car into the side of it. And then I was late to work the next day because Mr. Freeze iced over my entire block.
Yeah. Superman had a thing, or Bendis was playing with the thing for a while of like, people find out about the number of like universe setting retcons that have happened, and they're just having to kind of like accept that that's because it just happened. Like, there's nothing to be done about it. But
in that universe, they end up with nationalized healthcare just because the amount of people going through existential crises.
You would have to, right? Like, it's just,
it would not be a small portion of the population.
I guess on that note, Time Bandits.
Mostly reminds me that it's been like literally 15 years since I've seen Time Bandits, and I barely remember it.
I don't think I've ever actually seen Time Bandits. If I have,
like, it's fun.
Yeah,
watch Time Bandits. Terry Gilliam's a fucking mad genius, but like,
he's a dickhead in real life, if I remember. But like,
I'm pretty sure all the Pythons are.
All of them. I think the good one died. Like, yeah. I if I've seen it, it was years ago. If you are going to remake a Terry Gilliam thing, I feel like Taika
and Jermaine
is the person to go with.
Not that, okay. We know that we both love Taika around here, but something about this makes me feel better that like it's Taika and Jermaine working together.
do seem
to like temper each other out a little bit.
They do seem to do their best work when they're together. And I think you're right. It has someone to be like, no, let's not. Or like, oh, but what if? As opposed to just.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's what went wrong with the Star Wars prequels. There was no one to tell George Lucas, hey, don't do that. Like, everyone was like, yes, boss. I am weirdly excited to watch something with Lisa Kudrow in it.
Oh, yeah, especially because she seems so nonchalant about everything, but is obviously a total badass from some of the scenes that we saw.
Well, and that kind of really dry approach.
Is one of the Time Bandits fucking one of the homeboys from Dick Turpin?
He might be. It might be, what is that, Moose?
Moose.
Yeah.
It looked like Moose, right?
I think so. I think you're right, but I couldn't be sure because it's a large bearded man and we do tend to blend together.
I'm going to look this up while...
I have just come to realize that I'm like weirdly a fan of Lisa Kudrow, even though I've only really seen her in Friends, and I'm not really a fan of Friends.
Oh, yeah, same. I'm actually not really a fan of Friends either.
Like, I did watch like 2.5 seasons of Friends, but I was also going through a pretty significant depressive period. And I just like needed something on the TV. And looking back at it, I'm like, that show is... I can kind of see why people like it.
Oh, it doesn't look like it's Moose.
But Lisa Kudrow remains... She remains the high point of that show. And I don't know if she's ever really, like... Has she had much of a career outside of Friends? Not as a negative. When you get that successful, one, you don't need to. And then two...
Yeah.
It can be hard.
What's the name of that? What am I thinking of? I was still thinking about bearded men. Sorry, I have to
Re-switch your brain.
Oh, fucking people love fucking like Romeo and Michelle's high school reunion. You ever watch that? The movie's great.
It, no.
Yeah, no, that movie's fucking great. Yeah, she's great in that. And she's like been fucking working. Oh, she was great in Easy A.
Okay, I vaguely
with
remember.
Emma Stone.
I didn't
she
see
was
it, but
the
I remember
mom. I think she was Emma Stone's mom
Okay.
in it. Anyway, am I wrong about
So
that?
she's
Was
had
she
a-
like the fucking? She might have been like the guidance counselor. I don't remember.
Either way, she was an authority figure.
She's the mom in Booksmart. Booksmart is oh so fucking fantastic.
You've talked up Booksmart a lot. So she's had a career, but she's not had any, like, huge defining roles in the same way since Friends, which is, again, perfectly fine.
Yeah, it turns out we were just mixing up big bearded guys.
Yeah, I'm not surprised.
It looks like a lot of fun. I'm gonna check it out. Like I said, I might just have to rewatch Time Bandits first, though.
Yeah, that's
I might have to rewatch Time Bandits to watch Time Bandits, and I don't want to like necessarily pit them against each other, but I also want to be cognizant of what they're trying to accomplish, if that makes sense.
Yeah. You can do different takes on the same thing, and that's okay, but, like, it is sometimes really helpful to look at the source material to see the choices they make.
Right. And there looks like there's going to be a lot of Taika and Jermaine in it.
It looks very... Oh, yeah, that was Jermaine as the...
The bad guy?
The devil?
Yeah.
It looks very clean, and I'm not sure what it is about that I think, like...
I mean, other than the updated special effects, it looks how I remember Time Bandits looking. Because they also didn't go for, like, the super dirty aesthetic.
Which is fine. I actually hate it anytime they do a period piece and everyone's got to be super dirty looking.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, other thing of, hey, is this that actress? The Asian pirate captain, was that the same Asian pirate captain queen from Our Flag
from
Means
Our
Death?
Flag? I mean, I'll look it up real quick just so we know. That would actually be...
And it would make sense because Taika.
Right. It doesn't look like it.
Okay. We just keep looking for people to be people.
Right, well, yeah. I like it when people are people.
Yes, I realize what a bad sentence that was.
That's about all I can add to that. Is I like when people are
It's fun to recognize actors and be like, oh, look, they're
people.
working together again.
Now that kind of bums me out that it's not her. That would have been a lot of fun, but oh well. She was a lot of fun as
She was. I'm still so mad. So mad that we're not getting a season 3.
Yeah. Oh
and
well.
we're recording this the same day that we're recording an upcoming episode that makes me think of Our Flag Means Death the whole fucking time, and it made me more mad about that fact.
I agree. But I think that's it for
That's it for
trailers.
now.
So
Bye.
bye.
Bye. Bye.
Hi, everybody. General Tyler here. If you like the show, please hit subscribe however you're listening to us right now. Also, if you could rate and review us however you're listening to us right now, or preferably over at Apple Podcasts, we would super appreciate it, as the whole world is ran on algorithms, and we want to be all up in them, getting our voice out to more places. Also, tell your friends. We always appreciate that. If you want to get in contact with us, ask us questions, give us comments, email us generalnerderypod@gmail.com. You can also contact us through our website, www.generalnerdcast.com. While you're there, check out all of our back catalog, or click the links up at the top, as we are part of the Earworm Podcast Network. Go check out all of our sister shows. We're involved with most of them, so if you already like listening to us talk, it might be in your best interest. And if you want to check out everything from the network, head over to earworm.com, EARVVYRM.com. We'd super appreciate it. Love you all. Have a good one.